giving somebody the blues today.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have another disaster on our hands. But what's different about this time is how the community is reacting, how the community is behaving. I am so very proud of what they're doing. But before we get to that, there was a really long comment that was posted to my channel, and it basically was saying that I was covering a lot more negative topics. I was becoming kind of a more negative YouTuber, and I kind of agree with that. But also, I kind of cover the news, so depending on if the news is good and bad, my content will be focused on good or bad things. And this topic today made me realize that it's not really me, it's more so what Bandai Namco is doing. If all they're doing is trash, that's all that I have to talk about, is trash business decisions. But to balance it out, I went and found a good topic. In this video, we have three things to talk about. Bandai Namco, I have some Street Fighter 6 stuff in here, and then we have a reverse pop-off. I don't know if you guys are aware of this or seen this, but the headline says IBD performs the reverse pop-off after losing to Hungrybox during a Super Smash Bros. Melee set. Some people are saying that this clip is the funniest thing they ever seen, and then some people are saying that this is going to show up in those Super Smash Bros. Ultimate cringe compilations. I'll let you decide. Here's the clip.
For H-Buck, he calls it out, and that's gonna be Wow.
The guy who's popping off, who's jumping up and down yelling, he loses. But the reason why he did that is to sort of, I guess it's just like mind tricks. Even after the match, it's like, I'm not gonna let you celebrate and pop off. The person tweeted, I told myself next time he beat me, I'd pop off harder than him for him. To anyone who's somehow mad about that, bro, it's called having fun. Chill out. Hungrybox is the person that beat him, and they say, that did not just happen, bruh. And what's even funnier, later Hungrybox posts this picture, and this meme is just like perfect. Perfect. But I thought I would mention some type of positivity at the start of this video, but let's get into the real topic. Alright, so let's talk about the history of Bandai Namco. Let's focus in on Tekken 7 and talk about the history. You have Geese Howard and Akuma. They are two of the most nerfed characters in the game, but they're still considered one of the best. You have a character like Fakamram, who's probably the third most nerfed character in the game, and he's still considered, depending on which tier list you look at, top 5 best in the game. It's crazy. It's like astounding how unwilling Bandai Namco is to reverse the changes. That's what this is about, not them bouncing the characters from the start, because everyone makes a mistake, right? When you go back and you're like, okay, this was a mistake, let's fix it. They do not do that with the DLC. Their DLC will remain powerful. And if you go over to the Dragon Ball Z community, they do the same exact thing with DLC. The DLC is super broken, super OP, but now it's getting to a point to where it's too OP. And everyone knows this, but Android 21 lab coat got banned from tournaments. She had some ability to like nerf how much damage the person does to her. I don't know what the move is called or whatever, but basically it was too OP. They were like, how does a character hit you and they could reduce the amount of damage you do for the rest of the match? That's just way too powerful. And as a result, CEO banned her. And what I thought was really funny too, where's the tweet? So Alex Jabali, this is the person who runs CEO. They put out, if I hear Jabali, please ban Lab Code 21 at CEO 2022. Please, love of God, ban her. One more time walking around the combo breaker floor, I'm going to ban Lab Code in Dragon Ball Z Fighters at CEO this year if no patch comes out. Now, this is how it all started, right? Everyone was bugging Jabali, telling him to ban the character, and he eventually did. And what's funny too, Bandai Namco, they swooped in and they tried to act like everything is fine. We're currently working on the game balance update, including Android 21 lab coat. DLC, which was released on February 24th. So basically, they made it seem like they were going to do some big balance update to fix the character, to make the character fair, and all of this stuff, right? But first off, I know I keep saying this, but why did you even release the character like that? We learned this with Leroy Smith 2 years ago. They're still releasing these god-awful, broken, OP characters, and they think it's fine. Lab Coat got banned as CEO. The patch came out a few days ago, and they're still trying to do the same thing that they've been doing in Tekken. They didn't even nerf the things that the character got banned for. Oh my god. They're trying to do the same thing that they did in Tekken 7. They say they're gonna nerf a character, but then they don't even do it. They barely give the character a slap on the wrist, and they expect people to just take it. Now, the Tekken community, we definitely got tricked. We definitely took it. Each time they said they were going to ban, nerf Fakamram, or they were going to nerf all these characters, we believed in it. But 3 years of playing Boy Who Cried Wolf is now biting them. When the patch came out, the patch notes for this game came out, people looked at it very thoroughly, analyzed it, and people realized Android Lab Coat was still OP, was still broken. I have a tweet in here from Sonic Fox and a few other members, but let's look at this one first. I don't know if Lab Coat 21 is going to be unbanned now because they nerfed all her other stuff except the thing that actually got her banned. Like, it happened less often because you can't combo into it, but it's still a permanent 21% debuff. Why are they so adamant on keeping it? And that's what they do. You'll tell them this is a problem. 21 permanent % damage debuff. Get rid of that. Instead of getting rid of that, they'll say, okay, we're just gonna make the combo harder, or we're just gonna make the combo longer. Like, that is not what we're saying. Completely get rid of that. They didn't even nerf the 21%. They could at least dropped it down to like 10, 15. They didn't even do that. Pro player Cloud 805 is perhaps the most outspoken about the changes, saying in a recent video that this is the worst patch in Dragon Ball history and maybe fighting game history. Congratulations. Congratulations, Bandai Namco. You did it. You are now the worst balancing game developer ever. And this is no mistake. I don't want people to think, oh, well, it was an accident. These are all excuses we use for Fakamram and Leroy. All those excuses is gone now. They're still doing it. Okay, so let's talk about Jonathan, and then we'll get into Sonic Fox. One thing I hate about fighting game devs, in my experience, is they will never 100% reverse a change they made, no matter how stupid it was, because they don't want to admit they're wrong. This is very true. Even Harada and Michael Murray operate on this same kind of logic. They will do something that is the most bizarre thing you can do. A quick example that I want to give you guys, just to show that this really is only fighting game developers. Call of Duty, they released a new map, a whole entire map for Call of Duty Rebirth Resurgence. A new map. That new map was horrible. Everyone hated it. And within 2 weeks of getting bad receptions from the community, they was like, okay, what we are going to do is bring back the old map, but also keep the new map. So if you hate the new map, you can play the old one. We're not going to completely scrap it, but now there's both there. And that is perfect. That is how you admit you did something that the community did not like, but you also spin it to make everyone happy. Everyone's happy. Gonna abstain from going to Dragon Ball Z Fighters World Finals. Just don't like the version of the game at all. And then we all decided to release a brand new patch for it 2 weeks prior to the final. Just want to keep my focus on Evo for Skullgirls. Now, Sonic Fox brings up a bunch of good points here. Bandai Namco, even with Tekken, they always released a balance patch 2 weeks before a big tournament. That's kind of odd because, especially with a game like Tekken, back when they were doing that, the game had like 46 characters. To go in there and change minute details and small aspects of characters in such short time, that is just so stressful for the competitors. The feel for the game and your knowledge for the game become skewed. They become off balance, and just that slight deviation at a high level is enough to get you blown up. So Sonic Fox is done, and this is kind of cool because that's the only way they'll learn. If we stop buying the DLC, two, if we stop entering in tournaments for these characters, and three, if these characters get banned. Now, the Dragon Ball Z World Finals, I don't know where this is being hosted, but if it's something to do with Bandai Namco, like if it's their event, I don't think they're going to ban the character. They're not going to ban their own character. And then also in terms of Evo isn't like Combo Breaker or CEO or any of these other events. Evo is very closer to all of the fighting game developers than the other ones because it's the biggest. So I say all that to say that I don't know if Evo will ban this character. Their relationship being so close with Bandai Namco that they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't ban the character even if everyone, like, who do you beg? With CEO, everyone was begging Jabali. With Evo, who do you beg? PlayStation? They're not gonna listen. Markman doesn't have that kind of power, and he's probably not even gonna care. So I think it is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I don't think, just knowing how Bandai Namco operate, I don't think they're going to do a final balance patch. They want these characters to be like this. They want all of their DLC to be God, and the community kind of had enough of it. At least the Dragon Ball Z community. I still see people in the Tekken community trying to defend Fakaram, Kunimitsu, Lita, Leroy, Ganryu, Zafina. At what point do we look at these characters for what they are? The players are literally telling you what they want. They're telling you what to do. But you refuse to listen and just keep the character the way it is. I was going to talk about some Street Fighter 6 stuff in here, but I'll save that for a separate video. That's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Well, he's stealing his moment there, Walt. Whew.
We're going to get that one on a clip, right?
Oh,